I really hope this doesn't fall down because my phone is balancing on top of my computer, on top of my PC, on a clothes hanger with a couple of books on it. But at this point, we have seen so many creative angles on this channel. Yeah, also, I could wait till tomorrow morning to get better lighting, but I think it's a charm of this channel right now. By now, that the lighting sucks. I think it's just a personality trait of mine that I do this way too late and I have zero natural lighting. But I haven't done a sketchbook tour in like a year, I think. And that was sketchbook 11. This is a Royal Talens art creation sketchbook. These stickers are from a Flow book for paper lovers book. I get them a couple of times a year. And this is from a dollar store Spider-Man sticker pack. Royal Talens sketchbooks are mostly cream colored, but if you get these with the museum covers, like these are museum artworks, they have white paper. I normally love the cream colored ones, but these were at a discount, so I got these ones. I started this on a Thursday, 3rd of April 2025, and ended this. The last date in this book is 23rd of October 2025. I started with a couple of pencil swatches because this is such a white colored paper. Normally I don't really use colored pencils in Royal Talens sketchbook because they're a bit cream and I don't like, first of all, I don't like colored pencils, so I normally don't use them, but with the cream I don't think they really work well. They affect the colors, the cream color. I start this in an art class, and it's not really like a school art class, it's a hobby art class. So I started this sketchbook in one of those classes. So I was practicing some expressions from Pinterest. This was supposed to be Pedro Pascal, but when they say Pedro Pascal is easy to draw and people recognize him, I don't think they are talking about me. I don't think I draw him very well. Some more of these. This is Jack Black. Is that his name? Yeah, Jack Black. Ooh, and I got into the Pokemon trading cards. I had these as kids. I love them. But I think the last Pokemon cards I bought were from the black and white era as a child. And now I started doing these again just to get out of the house and to meet people. Because if you go to like a venue, if you go somewhere where they sell, you have to talk to people. So it was to get out of the house and to be social. This is my horse Grace. I used to draw a lot of horses when I was a kid, but I don't draw them anymore, so I need to practice. Ooh, the Minecraft McDonald's meal came out by this time, and the Minecraft movie, probably. So I did a little collage. I do a lot of collages in my sketchbook when I'm not really feeling like drawing, but I want to be creative. I started crocheting by this time. This is supposed to be me and my dog, but I suck at drawing. And these are again at the art class, and I'm trying to draw more without doing sketches over and over again. So just get inked on paper and start drawing without doing guidelines and stuff. Because I think urban drawing seems like a whole lot of fun, urban sketching. And I want to learn how to do that. This one I love. This I kind of sketched and then sketched with pen and then went over it with the black pen. I don't like it. I like this one the most. Here I tried to draw a cat. What in the hell is this? This looks like one of those medieval, when a medieval painter paints something it's never seen before, so it has to have the vaguest descriptions, and then I have to paint it. This one looks cute, but these not so much. So then I realized, like, can I draw cats? And the answer is no. This looked like a warrior cat OC from somebody that's like 10 years old. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm 23, so I should be drawing a little bit better. This one is kind of cute, I think. This is Isaac, my cowboy OC, but I hadn't drawn him in like a couple of months, so I was like, can I still draw him? This one came out the best. These ones do not look like him. They just look like cowboy with mustaches and not looking like Isaac. I went to do some sewing and I had to have fabric, so I went to a fabric store and I got a washi tapes. My dad bought me some washi tapes from the dollar store. Birds! I have a bird. I have a green cheek conure, but I cannot draw birds. Is there an animal I can draw, you may be asking? Yes! I found out I can draw sheep, apparently. But any other animal, not so much. These strawberries are cute. This is watercolor. Another collage. Oh, another collage. Go support this artist, Round Bird. They have super cute bird merch for green cheek conures and like parrots and stuff. Super cute. If you have birds and you want bird merch and bird art, check this artist out. I'm looking if I have any of their work around me, but I don't think so. These are sketches by my teacher from that art class, because I wanted to draw flowers. He drew this one, and I drew this one. He does it more nonchalantly, I think. I put in way too much. I overthink it. Some, I don't know what you call it. I think these are, some of these are upside down. Gesture drawings, I think that's what you call it. Some more with the lyrics of I'm a punk rock. You know that punk rock song from the Superman movie, the newest Superman movie? I don't know what it's called. I don't think I wrote down the lyrics. Some more gesture drawings. The thing is, I draw a whole lot of faces and portraits, but I don't draw full bodies. So every once in a while, I will do like 5 pages of these 1-minute drawings of full bodies. And then I will not do them for months, and then I will draw them again. These were all my crochet whips at the time. I was lost. I did not keep track of them. I lost keeping track of them. So I wrote them all down. And I think I did every single one of them now. Except for Granny Square Mountain. I'm still not sure what to do with that. And I never did a bucket hat. I did a lot of bucket hats, actually, but none of them came out like bucket hats. This was Art Fight. And I did Riley by Kitting, and use her own Art Fight. I had to get a feel of what I wanted to do. And I did these. This is my OC, Haldir. And I did that with I did this with watercolor in a watercolor sketchbook. And I used the leftover watercolor for this spread. Some eyes. Another Pokemon packet. I love to keep the art. I think the art on the packet itself is overlooked a lot of times, and I like these little pieces of information. Some more. Journey Together was this was a fun pack too, but you know, scalpers. But I like Journey Together too. a pose. I was gonna draw this fully. I'm sorry, am I still in frame? I was gonna draw this fully, but I never did. And then I drew some Pokemon, because I don't draw Pokemon. Another song, I think. I think this is Billie Eilish, but I don't know the song name. If you know Billie Eilish, you will probably recognize the lyrics, but I can't think of the song name right now. Oh, this is there a date somewhere? This is September 2025. And I just designed my Spider-Man Spider Sona. I've never seen the third Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movies. I love the first two, but for some reason I never watched the third. They are such beautiful art. But I had the idea of a Spider Sona for years, but I never drew them. So now I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw them. They are basically a patient that signed up for a medical trial to get rid of their autism because they had a lot of struggles with autism, just like me. And you can be like, why would you want to get rid of your autism? But it's kind of like their whole arc, that they have a lot of self-hatred at that moment. And in the medical trial, they were trying to insert animal DNA into people's DNA to get rid of certain unwanted traits that people had, like invisible disabilities and, autoimmune issues and stuff like that. And instead, with patient Spider, what I like to call them, they got too much spider DNA into their DNA, and the medical people started getting scared when they started showing actual physical parts of the animal DNA. Like, the other patients got like super strength and stuff, but they started to actually look kind of like a spider. Like, they got spider eyes, they got the fuzzy bit of spider, like all the little hairs. They got like weird teeth, stuff like that. So that was unwanted, and I tried basically killing them, but that didn't work because they had the spider strength, So they dumped them somewhere, drugged out of their mind, and now they're homeless, but they're starting to realize, like, I can actually help people with my abilities. And, they become Spider-Man. Deadpool, because of course when you draw Spider-Man you have to draw Deadpool. I was reading the Deadpool and Spider-Man comics, so these are some drawings of Deadpool. This is their Spider-Man costume when they're still homeless on the street. Like, it's just a hoodie and a balaclava, because people are scared of their face because, they have extra eyes and stuff, so they wear a balaclava. Some more gesture drawings of buff guys. Some portraits of people I don't normally draw. Ooh, I did a watercolor painting. This is also a watercolor painting, but this is my rough before I did a more detailed version. But I actually like this one more than the detailed version I did. I like the color. Like, this photo on Pinterest, they are very oiled up, I guess. So the colors of their vest reflect on their face. I really love it. I think sometimes I'm skipping over some pages accidentally. I'm sorry if that's the case. This is my OC again. Patient Spider, Isaac, and Haldir. I tried to draw the classic mask. Oh, it has too many lines. It has too many details, really. Trying to draw some horses. Still can't draw horses. Like, Middle school me was better at drawing horses than I am now. A beetle! Again, this beetle was very reflective and had a lot of light, so I tried to draw it with colored pencil, but I never used colored pencil, so just something fun. A collage again. Another collage, because I was sorting the buttons that we had in my house, because they were just all put in one pot and you couldn't find the one you needed. So all this cool stuff from my grandma, from sewing stuff from my grandma, came out of it, because they were all in that big, you know, what do you call it? What do you call it? In a big jar. That's the name. I was thinking of making a PNG tuber, but I never did it. I used to have a lot of bunnies. I used to do shows with my bunnies when I was not little, but I was preteen. I used to breed bunnies and go to shows with them. Kind of like how you show a dog, but with bunnies. So I was thinking maybe my Sona could be a bunny and you could see the different emotions with their ears, but I never did it. Another gesture drawing, some more collages, Pokemon stuff. I'm doing the Pokédex, one card for every Pokemon. And I think my most valued Pokemon card right now is like $25. So I'm not a big Pokemon collector. I just collect the cards I find nice and the art that I like. Some dragons, because I was gonna do a lino cut of a dragon. And here I did it! I carved it out and it's a stamp and I stamped it in my sketchbook. And then I was addicted to lino cutting. So I did this design. This star design. It's a little too, what you call this is cheddar. I love cheddar. But I think this with the border and the middle piece, it's too busy. I would do it on a bigger, like a bigger size, so there is more space between the middle design and the border. Because I like the scatter, but it does make it look busier when you have a lot of scatter. Cheddar? Scatter? I don't know how you pronounce it. I got these iron-on patches and I drew them and glued them onto their packaging again. Then I got into folk/fantasy art. I'm still on that high right now. Like a lot of borders and a lot of little details like these things. I don't know what they're called. And some weapons, because Isaac and Haldir, my OCs, are set in a more fantasy world. A unicorn. Still trying to draw without sketching first, like just putting pen on paper and drawing and not trying to overthink it, but I still overthink it. I tried to do this tangle. This was from a book, from a reference book, but it's too complicated for me. Some more borders I saw in that same book. This weapon, I don't know what it's called, but I see this a lot in like medieval fantasy artworks. I like drawing it. Some hand studies. I started off strong with this one, but then it, yeah. They don't look great anymore. These little guys. I started drawing this little guy from time to time. I don't know who he is. I don't know. But they got a friend later on. Some more. I tried to draw a diamond, but this one looks most like a diamond. This one do not look like a diamond. I did this. I'm still very proud of these. This is wash paint. I think these look kind of good. I like these. This is the dragon that I did a lino cut of. but then with gouache paint. Like, sorry, I'm trying to frame this. I think it looks good. And then a little Arthur Sword in the Stone moment. I think the stone is way too small now looking back on it, but I still think it looks good. This one, not so much. I was thinking of putting like regular sized, no, what's the word? Like miniature versions of animals in glass bottles, but I cannot draw animals. This is from a book from my drawing class. I have no idea what kind of animal this is supposed to be, but I loved it. I don't know what kind of, if this is based on a real animal, if this was a fantasy creature, I don't know, but it was drawn beautifully. And these are also from the same book, like different kind of borders. Then I had this, I was still playing with this potion bottle thing. Like the Starry Night in a potion bottle, just a regular potion with a banner across. These are leaves. I have problems with seasonal depression, so I try to incorporate the seasons in my sketchbook so I can get used to the change in the outside world. Some more little, these aren't really a drawing altogether, but more like little elements that I want to incorporate into my drawings. So these are little sketches of that with gouache. Some Pokemon, they don't look good. Oh, I missed a page. Some more Pokemon. I did do a lino cutting of the potion Starry Night in a bottle, but the print was a lot better. This is just the test version in my sketchbook. Still playing with that apple idea. I drew it here too. Some more Pokemon. These do not look good, but a painting of a stamp. I was into a stamp thing. A more bunny Sona thing. This match also, like I was into stamps, I was into apples, I was into matches at that time. A more kind of Arthur Sword and Stone idea. Collage. Unicorns! But they suck. Here my art teacher was explaining some watercolor brushes. The watercolor brush I have is kind of fraying, so I was like, if I want to get an upgrade, what should I get? And he was saying the Winsor & Newton number 7. Yeah. But I didn't get it yet. Some more unicorns. Some more apple ideas. Apple stamp ideas. Some faces, expressions. I like this page. It doesn't, and maybe it doesn't have the best drawings, but I like the blue of this pen. This is a Uniball Air or something. It has this weird point. I don't have it with me right now, but it's a cool pen. But I like the vibe of this. This is the best shark I have done to date. These ones, no. This kitty is cute. Some pumpkins, since it was autumn, and again, I'm trying to get used to the seasons changing. Some Pokemon stuff. Just some doodles. And I did the pumpkin lino cut. I did the moon postage stamp lino cut. I did a match lino cut. This one, I want to do a 2-colored lino of this. So you can get the lines. This would be like the colors, and then I would do another one with just the lines. I don't know if you see the vision. I haven't done it yet, but maybe someday I will. Very proud of this one too. Then we went to Booktopia in Belgium. It's like a big book expo. And I got a couple of books, of course. And this is my bird, and this is my dog, but these are like failed Polaroid pictures, so I glued them in here. And this was it done, or this is it. And that's the end of Sketchbook 15. Yeah, this one is a couple of sketchbooks old now, I think, if I'm not wrong. But this was a fun sketchbook. I did a lot of different things in this, and I didn't draw a whole lot. Like, I filled it with collages and I filled it with vinyl cuts, but this one marked a change in my art style. Now I draw a lot of different things. I used to only draw people, and now I draw a lot of different things. Not always draw them well, but I do draw them. So this was Sketchbook 15, and I hope you liked it. And if you didn't like it, I have a lot of other sketchbook tours. And that was it. Maybe I'll see you next year if I keep this upload schedule up. Bye!